Hi everyone. Today I met this young lady. She is homeless. She is staying at the shelter. And I offered to give her a ride back to the shelter because it is freezing out here and it is raining. And did you want to tell me your story? Tell me, how long have you been staying at the shelter now?
3 days.
3 days. And what has that experience been like for you?
Very bad.
In what way?
Discouraging and depressing.
Depressing?
Depressing to see all the people.
Uh-huh.
And I'm realizing how bad Dayton really is.
Yeah. And you were telling me that you and your partner are both homeless right now, but they will not let him stay with you at the shelter, right?
Yes.
Why is that?
They are saying that there's too many men there.
Too many men there?
Yes.
So you told me he has been staying in your car.
Yes.
In the parking lot.
Yes.
You can stay inside the shelter, but he has to stay outside in the car, right?
Yeah, they actually made me leave the property last night because he was trying to charge his phone outside.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, my. And where did you stay last night then?
In my vehicle.
In your vehicle with him, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And, I mean, are you from the area?
Yes. Northridge, where the tornadoes were.
Okay.
So we're tornado victims.
Uh-huh. And you were also telling me some of the stuff that goes on inside the women's shelter, right?
Mm-hmm. Once you go in there, you're not really, they're not really wanting you to leave. But they are so overfull right now, there is no beds available at all right now. And
so did you stay inside the shelter any amount of days?
Just 2.
So you stayed 2 nights inside the shelter?
Yes.
Did you have a mattress to sleep on?
Nope. Just a little 1-inch mat.
Yeah. And they give you blankets?
Yes, just a blanket and a sheet.
Yeah.
No pillows.
And what was it like? How did they treat you?
I ended up going to the hospital, and the hospital verified that I was not able to sleep on the floor like that I needed a mattress, and they said that they could not help me.
Really?
That I could not get a bed. I could stay, but I would have to sleep on a mat.
Uh-huh.
There was no beds available. They are overfull.
And you said, how thick was that mat you were laying on?
Very thin, about 1 inch.
1 inch thick?
That's it.
And I know, because I've been in the women's shelter when I used to volunteer there.
Yes.
And those floors are hard concrete.
They are hard, and it was cold.
Yeah.
And I couldn't handle the other women, the things that they were doing and saying, and the staff was not doing anything about the way that they were, you know. I had to get up and leave this morning because of a black lady, and she was cussing in her sleep. She wasn't even asleep. She was just literally just laying there making, cussing in her sleep while everyone else was trying to sleep.
Uh-huh.
And she just, like she was on drugs.
Now, the thing that amazes me is this women's shelter. It's very well known in Dayton, but I will not name them, okay?
Yes.
But they do get government money.
Yes.
Right? To house the women.
But they're not doing their job correctly. People that are really needing help, they're turning away.
Yeah, and this I just don't understand.
They told me because I have not been there, the other women had seniority. Basically, that's why I kind of was turned away.
Uh-huh.
The other women had been there longer.
Now, you said you have only been homeless for a few days, right?
Oh, no.
You've been homeless
couple months
before?
now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've been staying in and out of motels and
trying
to get through Homeful, but I was turned down through Miami Valley Housing and Homeful and the Red Cross
And
within
the
the last 2 months.
Why were you turned down?
Community Action refused to help me to pay my deposit on another place.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, does your family know that you are homeless right now?
I don't have any family.
None at all?
Nope. My grandfather passed away.
Yeah, you were
Just my
telling me.
boyfriend.
So,
I have been going to churches for help and just living basically off my Social Security.
right. And living in your car, you said, right?
Yes.
And your boyfriend also doesn't have family in the area, right?
Nope.
Right.
Our only other place is all the way in Indiana.
Okay. That's where he's from, right?
That's a home that he bought. Yes. He's
Yeah.
buying.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Now, how does it feel having to sleep in your car like
I
that?
don't like it. I'm going to break down and try to just get myself into a motel or to get off the street.
But you know, that's expensive. It adds
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get some help through some churches
Hmm.
and maybe try to go to Indiana with him.
And,
I'm just going to try to tough it out.
mhm. And like I said, we're heading into the winter months.
It's scary. Very scary right now.
And right now, we're only just not going into November, and it is
Yes.
already very cold out.
Mm-hmm.
It has been raining.
Yep.
And
It's very scary right now, and I'm kind of concerned how bad it's going to get with the winter.
right.
Yep.
So, let me ask you, have you ever been homeless before?
Yes. And I found myself a trailer. I had to find a place myself. I had to get out every day until I found something.
Okay.
Yep.
So you are a survivor.
Oh, yeah.
You
Long
know,
time. My other friend is missing his toes. From 2 winters ago, my pipes froze at my trailer. And I tried to help him, but he was an alcoholic and he ended up losing his toes. He's missing.
uh-huh.
He's got amputations and he's probably going to die because he's been homeless that long. He's been homeless for 6 years.
Oh.
He has slept outside for 6 years.
Now, who is this you're talking about?
This is a friend of mine, an ex-boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
That, yeah, he's just so...
And he's still homeless.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He's trying to go through Miami Valley Housing right now, but
Mm.
they're not helping him too much.
And you were telling me your boyfriend right now has problems with his feet too, right?
Yes, his feet are raw from walking. From just literally walking to get, free food at the places. and
Uh-huh.
Just, yeah. Yep.
Is
His
he treating them with anything?
Just not really until I get another place to stay. Just powder.
Uh-huh.
Foot
Because,
powder.
sometimes those things can lead to complications.
Yeah. Yep.
So you need to be very careful, or he needs to be very careful.
Yeah, he's just staying in my car waiting on me pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting on me to where we can figure out what we're doing because we both were having to wait for our Social Security.
Uh-huh.
So basically the shelter's not really assisting.
No, huh?
Nope. And the Red Cross did not assist. So,
And it seems like actually staying at the shelter, it's a very depressing
It is.
experience, huh?
oh yeah, it's scary.
Uh-huh.
It makes you feel like you're never going to accomplish anything staying
Right.
in there.
Right.
And then if you do try to get out, they say something about it, and then you end up staying in there longer, and then you don't have, and then that makes it longer that you do get housing if you do decide to stay.
Right, right.
Because basically they figure if you go in, they don't want you to leave.
Uh-huh.
But then again, they don't allow you to leave to try to do anything. If you do, they count that against you. And
It's almost like once you go
It's
in
almost
there,
like a
it's
jail.
very hard
yes,
to get out,
it is.
right? It's
It's
like a
like they-
catch-22.
It is. It's like they want to hold you solely
Homeless.
to them. And that makes you longer. That keeps you out longer. That's the way I feel about it.
Well, I've heard from multiple people that have stayed not only at the men's but the women's shelter. They told me that
their goal is to try to get people out of there, to get them out. But
do you know that the shelters, they get a lot of government money?
Yes, and they're not supposed to turn you away
for housing the homeless.
They never did help me. I got out myself. They never did help me.
And then they also get donations from individuals.
Mm-hmm.
So where is this money going to, right?
Yes, they kind of have their own clique there. It's kind of weird. They have a favoritism towards the one that had been there longer. And I'm one of the ones that they did not treat well.
Yeah.
And they still aren't.
Right.
So they're kind of making a difference with me.
Right.
For some reason. I don't know why.
Did you notice, while you did stay those few days inside, did you notice any fighting among the women?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh, yes. The police were there. There were fighting, cussing. I literally had to get up and just leave.
Yeah.
Because it was that disruptive. I couldn't just lay there and sleep because it was almost like the people was doing it on purpose just to...
So right now you are in an unfavorable place in your life.
I've been displaced, yes.
Now, is there a happy moment or a memory from your childhood?
Yeah, my mom. And then I thought that I seen my son yesterday.
What do you mean you thought you saw
There was a kid that looked just like my boy, and I turned around, and when I walked up to him, I thought it was my son, but it wasn't. I haven't seen my son for probably 2 years since my grandpa passed away.
And how old is your son?
22.
Is he here in Dayton?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I haven't been in touch with any of my family.
No communication at all?
Nope.
Oh. How does that make you feel?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good. I'm having to do more because I don't have anyone to depend on now. So I'm having to do more just to feel better for myself.
Right.
I don't feel right being in a shelter.
Now, what do you want people to know about being homeless?
It's not a good thing. And if you're homeless, it's not good to go around other people that are. It's not a good thing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just try to stay. I'm trying to keep me a place and make changes.
Right.
Yep.
Now you did.
I'm definitely just trying to get away from it.
Now you did say you do get some Social Security, right?
Yes.
And that's what's been kind of helping you, keeping you afloat a little bit, right?
Yeah. I just don't get enough money to get for my license back and a place to live. There's not too many places in Dayton that are accepting me, pretty much.
Right. So what was your fond memory?
My fond memory, my kids.
Yeah.
A visitation with one of my kids there with their dad. We got to meet one time, and she told her daddy that she loved him, and the baby was only about a week old or 2 weeks old, and the baby literally said, "I love you, Daddy."
Oh, and you still remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was my baby's father, one of my kids' father.
So we are heading to go back to the women's shelter, where you said your boyfriend is staying in the car, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I gave you a couple things, food-wise, and I may have some socks to give to him.
Yes, we could use some.
Okay, so I'll give him some socks. And
yes.
Now you do believe in God, right?
Yes.
And you know that God is going to see you through all this, right?
God has been with us God has been with him. And I've died 3 times,
Yeah.
and God has been with me and him we've been together a long time, but God has been with us. I don't know how we did it, but we have survived. There's no other way to say it.
You said you almost died?
Oh yeah, we lived, the place we were living, we went for a month without electric. We just had water, and it's been really bad. But God is with us. There's no
Yes,
doubt.
most definitely.
Yeah.
He's had his hand on
For
you,
some
protective
reason, yeah.
hand on you.
Yeah.
Okay, sweetie.
Yep.
Well, listen, I really appreciate you willing to share your story.
Yeah.
And I will keep you in my prayers
Okay.
that God will look not only after you, but your boyfriend.
Yeah.
And you just need to stay lifted up.
Yeah.
Don't get depressed.
I want to get back and check on him. It's cold out.
I know.
He probably ain't going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm afraid he might have. It's hard telling.
Yeah. So.
I've been really worried about him.
Yeah.
Because he's on the street too with no money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just kind of worried about him.
Now, how many years have you been together?
3 years.
3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, like I said, we're on our way back to the women's shelter. It is a very cold day out. It's raining.
I hope he didn't get out walking.
But you know, I told you I'd drive you back so that you wouldn't have to take the bus back.
Yeah.
Because it's too cold to be waiting for the bus.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, sweetie, again, thank you for sharing your testimony.
That's okay.
Okay?
Yep.
And here I am, if you can see me. Anyway, if you can see me, thank you for stopping by and visiting my channel, okay? And you know what I always say, if you haven't already done so, subscribe.
Yeah.
Share my videos so that you educate others about the homeless problem that exists.
Yes.
And more than anything, I always like to tell them, God loves you. And you. And me.
Yeah.
Very much. All right.
Yeah.
We're on our way.
Okay.